Hi there, it's Tin Man Disney Fanatic 2001, and I hope you guys enjoyed my Christmas presents that I got from December 2022. In this next video, I'm gonna share my top 40 favorite cartoons I watched in 2022, and my top 40 favorite movies I watched in 2022 as well. So, let's get started. So, number one is Littlest Pet Shop 2012, the 10th anniversary edition. Now, during November, I did do a marathon dedicated to Littlest Pet Shop's 10th anniversary. Every episode from season 1 through season 4. And that does include the DVDs and the episodes I've downloaded on Amazon Prime. And I really love this cartoon. It's definitely my second favorite. Now, I say second favorite, it was my third, now it is my second favorite. And My Little Pony, G4 and 5 are now my number 3 favorite. So there's Littlest Pet Shop, and there's Toontown Stories, which is my second favorite cartoon. That is not a real cartoon by any chance, but it is a cartoon I did work on for about several months from springtime to Christmas 2022. And see, I did complete season 1 for this year. Season 2 will begin right around 2023, which will be right after the Blue's Clues and Toontown parody, which I will be working on in the script, and then after I finish the script, I will get around to working on making footage. So there's Toontown Stories, and there's Augie and the Cockroaches, the original and the remake. I enjoyed Augie and the Cockroaches because it reminds me a lot of Tom and Jerry. And I do like that cartoon quite a lot. I do seem to enjoy that one because as the animation, it's so nostalgic. So, yeah, that's why I loved Augie and the Cockroaches. So there's that one. And number 4 is The Roach Approach. I did actually watch that one, and I find their stories very, very nice. It's, between that and VeggieTales, I would have to say they're both tied. So there's The Roach Approach, on Sesame Street's Mecha Builders. I also watched that one, and I do like that cartoon a lot as well. I'm a big Sesame Street fan, so that's why I like that cartoon as well. There's My Little Pony, Tell Your Tale. Now, I have watched all of season 1 of My Little Pony, Tell Your Tale, and I do seem to like that cartoon as well. But Adam of the Adirondacks 98, if you're watching this, if you don't like My Little Pony G5, I respect your opinion. And you can respect mine back. So there's that one. And there is My Little Pony Pony Life Season 2. I watched every episode from Season 2. And I will say, I did like Season 2 just as much as I like Season 1. The episodes are very awesome, and it's a perfect way to pretty much finish off G4 of My Little Pony, which may be a little unfortunate for those who may miss it, but hey, at least we got it. That would be awesome. So there's that one, and there's Monster High, the cartoon series. Now, Monster High I did actually get into watching because I figured, since I've had a little hard time finding what my new favorite cartoon should be, I'm gonna watch Monster High to see if I like it. And I did watch that one, and I seem to enjoy that one quite a lot. So there is Monster High. And next one is Action League Now. Now, Action League Now is a Nickelodeon cartoon, and that is not physically a 2D or 3D animated cartoon, but the toys are animated. And like, for example, Thunder Girl, I believe there's the Flash, Stinky Diver, and a Chief. They're all basically toys. And so I consider Action League Now a cartoon because the toys are animated. So there's that. There's the Muppet Babies, the original one, and the newer one. I enjoyed watching the Muppet Babies because it's one cartoon that my mom really enjoyed watching when she was younger. So I figured I'm gonna throw in the Muppet Babies to my cartoon poster. And 11 and 12 are the Proud Family, the original, and Louder and Prouder. I watched both versions of those, and they're both fantastic. And the dialogue and the animation, it's really spectacular. And especially Penny Proud, her voice is truly adorable. I am not gonna lie, I really do like Penny Proud's voice. It's truly outstanding. So there's Proud Family, the original and new one. There's the real Ghostbusters. Now, in case you may not know, Ghostbusters did have a cartoon series sometime in the late 1980s when Ghostbusters became a big success at the box office. And so I figured because I enjoyed the Ghostbusters, the movies, I'm gonna watch the cartoon. So there's the real Ghostbusters. And next one is Shirt Tales. Now, Shirt Tales is a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that is a mix between Batman and Scooby-Doo. And I didn't know that cartoon actually existed until I watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where the Shirt Tales was actually originally owned by Hallmark Cards, but it's actually a Hanna-Barbera Warner Brothers cartoon from the early 80s. And it only had 46 episodes. At least according to the complete series DVD set. So, yeah, the Shirt Tales DVD, I did do unboxing of that one, and I did watch that cartoon as well. And I do find that one very cute. Mostly because Pammy the Panda the character design is truly outstanding. I really like Shirt Tales. And the next one is Make Your Mark. I have watched every special of Make Your Mark, and in my opinion, I truly enjoyed that one. Especially the return of Twilight Sparkle. That one really caught my eyes. And one of the most unexpected surprises I've ever seen. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad that Twilight Sparkle did actually return, despite one of the YouTube videos Rainbow Dash Love Rocks made. So there's My Little Pony, Make Your Mark. Next one is Cow and Chicken. And that cartoon I do find very hilarious. I do like that one. And there's the Cow and Chicken. And there's Sunny Bunnies. So the first time I watched Sunny Bunnies was on Netflix, and I find that one very adorable. Because Bugs Bunny is my favorite character, and I do like bunny rabbits. Especially when I see one in a cartoon. it is definitely the most adorable. And there's the Cuphead Show. I do like that cartoon as well because the Cuphead Show reminds me a lot of those 1940s Mickey Mouse cartoons. And I do like those quite a bit. So definitely the Cuphead Show is definitely another one of my favorites. Really love the Cuphead Show. The next one is Furchester Hotel. So that's probably another Sesame Street spin-off cartoon. I do believe the first one is Play With Me Sesame from 2002, and that's correct. And I have watched on Furchester Hotel, and I do like that one as well. Next one is Hamster and Grotto. I also like that cartoon because the character design is basically the same as the Phineas and Ferb and the Milo Murphy Show. I enjoyed Hamster and Grotto because because their superhero dynamics is. It reminds me a lot of those Batman cartoons. I've always enjoyed Hamster and Grotto. So there's that one. Next one is Duck Dodgers. Now, Duck Dodgers is another Looney Tunes spin-off cartoon that I actually loved a lot. And I find Duck Dodger is a very awesome science fiction cartoon. So I figured because I do like some science fiction, I'm gonna throw this in there. And here is Captain Underpants, the Netflix cartoon. And I do enjoy that Netflix cartoon, Captain Underpants, because Captain Underpants is one of my favorite characters. And I do find the cartoon and the movie very, very hilarious. So I would highly recommend watching Captain Underpants. Okay, so that was page 1 of the top 40 favorite cartoons I watched in 2022. And now here is page 2. And 23 is Cat Scratch. That's another fantastic cartoon from Nickelodeon. It is a little unfortunate though that I only have one episode on DVD. And I'm sure there's plenty others out there. But hopefully maybe Paramount Plus will stream Cat Scratch, and then I can watch all of the episodes. So there's Cat Scratch. And there's Teens, which is a YouTube cartoon. I definitely love Teens because it's one of those rare adult cartoons that I truly gave a 5-star rating. So yeah, Teens is definitely the most awesome cartoon I've ever seen. I really enjoyed Teens quite a lot. And there's Angry Birds Stella, both seasons 1 and 2. I enjoyed both seasons. It's because Angry Birds Stella does tell the complete story of the battle between friendship, war, and happiness. Or something like that. I apologize if my speech isn't always perfect. But yes, I did watch Angry Birds Stella, and I think that's a cute cartoon. And speaking of Angry Birds, here's Summer Madness. I love that cartoon as well. The Summer Madness. The character design is basically the same as the theatrical films they made for the characters. And Summer Madness, I will continue watching more episodes of that show. So there's Summer Madness, and there's Cars on the Road, which is another Disney Plus cartoon. I love that cartoon because I enjoyed the Cars franchise, so that's why I watch Cars on the Road. There's the Smurfs from 2021. Now, I know what you're thinking. You might say, didn't you already mention that cartoon on last year's top cartoons I watched in 2021? Well, actually I did, but I didn't actually watch that cartoon yet, because I've been busy with school and all that stuff, so that's why. I didn't actually watch this until about a year later. So yeah, there's the Smurfs. There's Lost Ollie. Now, Lost Ollie is a mini series that was created by William Joyce, who previously worked on Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Roly Poly Oly, and some other cartoons. And I really love Lost Ollie. I definitely would recommend watching it. There's the HBO Max original Jellystone with Yogi Bear. Now, Jellystone is a fantastic cartoon and truly represents the original Hanna-Barbera characters from the 1960s all the way up to the 1980s. So definitely Jellystone's another great cartoon. The next one is Forky Asks a Question, all episodes. I watched Forky Asks a Question, and I do like that cartoon. That cartoon's cool because Forky's another one is my new favorite characters. He's from Toy Story 4, which is my favorite movie from 2019. So definitely, Forky Asks a Question's a great movie. Or cartoon show, I guess I do mean to say. The next one is... Oh, right, I did already mention Monster High. There's Bluey. I have seen that cartoon, and unlike a lot of the other modern educational shows, I just kind of think, well, I don't think this cartoon really has any kind of bad humor, so I decided, because this cartoon may have different lessons that I didn't learn until I watched the cartoon, I'm gonna continue watching it on Disney Plus and see how much more I can learn from that show. Because Bluey, it is kind of like Blue's Clues in crab shells, sort of. And I don't know, so that's why I decided to buy that cartoon, and it is pretty good. So there's Bluey, and there's Kid Cosmic. And Kid Cosmic is another great cartoon as well. I really enjoyed Kid Cosmic. Big Nate, shout out to Mr. Snoopy 2014, because Big Nate is another cartoon he does like. And I do like that cartoon that's based on the storybooks. You know, especially with the dialogue, it's definitely hilarious. There's The Wubbulous World of Dr. Seuss. I like that cartoon because Dr. Seuss is a childhood favorite of mine. And I remember watching all the Dr. Seuss films when I was a kid. So definitely, Wubbulous World of Dr. Seuss is my favorite. And the same goes for Green Eggs and Ham, the Netflix series. It's because Green Eggs and Ham, it truly represents the story Green Eggs and Ham. And I always loved Green Eggs and Ham, that story. Such a fantastic. The next one is Lego Jurassic Park. Now, Lego Jurassic Park is another great cartoon by Nickelodeon because I enjoyed the Lego toys, and I figured I'm going to continue watching the Lego Jurassic Park. So there's that. There's the Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder, which is a sort of a remake to the original series, but sort of isn't. And by unpopular opinion, I do prefer the old episodes of the Fairly Odd Parents, from seasons 1 through 4 of Fairly Odd Parents. So there is that one. And then, finally, Nickelodeon's Doug from 1991 through 1994. Now, I have heard from the reviews on the internet that the Nickelodeon version is better than the Disney one. And I can kind of agree with a lot of people because the Nickelodeon's Doug is definitely one of the better cartoons that I've seen. And I believe as a bonus for 41, it would be the Kung Fu Panda Netflix cartoon. So I enjoyed that one. So those are my top 40 cartoons I watched in 2022. Now in a separate video, I'm going to do my top 40 favorite movies I watched in 2022. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.